Welcome back. It's Kasim and John with Solutions 8, the greatest Google Ads agency on the planet. I think that's fair to say, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, who would
Without
measure
question.
something like that?
Well, if you question it, give it a try.
Yeah,
You'll
you know what we
see.
should do? Here's what I'm going to throw down. You ready for this?
Mhm.
I want to go toe-to-toe with any Google Ads manager in the world. And
That's a good idea.
Yeah, pound for pound. So, and maybe just keep this challenge open. And there's got to be a way to do this. You run 2 campaigns, apples to apples, and just see who wins.
Yeah, or we can go through like a Q&A where like the audience can ask questions. And when we have an audience, ooh, just better watch out.
I looked at our views, by the way, and right now we're like tracking, like we're averaging, I think, 6 views a video.
I watch it 5 times. Yeah.
What's sad is we have 20 employees, so it's kind of like, who's not watching our videos?
You're all fired except for you 5.
Yeah, comment to keep your job.
Yeah. Let's see if you don't comment this week, better watch out.
That's right. That's really funny. Cool. So today we're going to talk about keyword sculpting. Now, there's 2 phases to keywords, right? There's keywords mining and keyword sculpting. Why are we starting with sculpting?
Why we start where?
Why are we starting with sculpting? Like, why begin there?
Well, sculpting is it's an advanced strategy, and that's kind of what this channel is all about, is using advanced strategies. We want to kind of stay away from like the beginning. We'll do keyword mining. We'll do keyword development. That'll be in a future video, but I really want to keep the channel elevated to those, not like how to add a keyword to Google Ads, like that stuff, that's not what we're about. So I wanted to try to use an advanced strategy to help maybe shine a light on something that doesn't seem obvious, but then afterwards you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like, it's just one of those, like, man, that solves a few issues that I've been having, or it stops me from having to run around and keep adding negative keywords here and there. So we're going to be talking about today's keyword sculpting.
That's awesome. And let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll share my screen here. Of course, privacy reasons, you'll see the name up there blurred out. I'm not gonna be able to show ad copy today just because this is obviously of a real client, but I wanted to share with you what keyword sculpting is and how it can really help segment your campaigns in a really useful way. So you can see here on the left, we have 2 campaigns. We have more than that, but the 2 campaigns we're looking at is the non-surgical treatments and then the surgical treatments. Now there's different ad groups in each. You have a sciatica and stenosis treatment here, but you have a sciatica surgery but no stenosis down here. And so when you're talking about inbound search, people are going to search any way they want to. Do I need surgery for my spinal stenosis, or it's surgery free back pain, whatever it may be. So there's going to be ways that people are going to type because they're trying to self-diagnose in this particular instance. Or if you have a campaign and you're saying, well, they're typing this, but that's not what that's called. It's actually called this. So I have to figure out why they're typing this when they really mean that. And so what keyword sculpting is it's adding keywords, not at the account level, which is what we usually recommend, but adding keywords at the campaign level to force the user to see the other campaign's ads. For example, you'll see here in the surgery campaign, we have stenosis. We have obviously other ones here that, are regular negative keywords that we want to add. But you'll see stenosis here in the surgery one, because in the non-surgical campaign, we have the spinal stenosis treatment. You don't need surgery for spinal stenosis. So when people are looking for, spinal stenosis surgery or stenosis, if they're making an incorrect statement, they're not going to get a, hey, have a surgery at our location. They're going to see this is a non-surgical, minimally invasive treatment that can help you have a short recovery time, blah, blah, blah. So it forces forces a user, even if they're searching incorrectly or they're searching for maybe not what they think, you can have 2 ad groups or 2 campaigns running very similar keywords. But if you want them to see the surgery ad, you add the surgery keyword as a negative keyword to the other campaign, and if you vice versa. So you can add them to each campaign to say which ad is Google going to show that user, because technically, if you're looking at spinal stenosis, well, spinal stenosis and spinal stenosis surgery would still use the same keyword of spinal stenosis. So you add and subtract negative keywords from each campaign so that they see the correct ad at the right time.
Got it. So you're basically building kind of like a bulk buy on the front end, and then you're sculpting using negative keywords inside the ad group.
Right. Yeah. And you add them at the ad group or even at the campaign level. Kind of break them out into like larger groups, but you can add them at the ad group level too if you wanted to. You know, if we
So
had
you're adding the negative keywords. Excuse me. You're adding the negative keywords at the campaign level then.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're adding at the campaign level. You can add at the ad group level, but we added it at the campaign level just because this for here, we have a surgery and non-surgery campaign. That's how we break out these two campaigns. So if anybody's talking about surgery, we want them to see only the surgery ads. So surgery is a negative keyword in non-surgical.
And help me understand, John. I don't know that I get the value of doing that. It feels so much harder for what would be the same end result if you just had ultra specific campaigns.
Well, you'll be looking at broad match modified most often for people
so you're going broader with the terms.
Yeah, so if you type in spinal stenosis, and that's my keyword, spinal stenosis, for example, because people are going to look for how to treat. Do I have ways to cure? Is this bad? Do I need surgery? Like all of the different ways that people ask Google about spinal stenosis, we are the ones that are saying that's not a surgery. So when they type in spinal stenosis, if they type in surgery, for example, they'll see it'll automatically go to the non-surgical campaign to say this is a non-surgical treatment, more attractive. If you look at all right here, non-surgical treatments up on the screen, you'll see surgery is a negative keyword in non-surgical treatment. That way, if anybody is looking for back pain surgery, I'm not going to want to have them see the back pain non-surgical ad. I'm going to have them look for the back surgery ad. So it's a way for you to, and it's very, very case by case. So it's not like one size fits all. And you have to make sure that your client or your campaign, whatever it is appropriately set for not only the type that you want to portray, but also the highest amount of searches. But you're able to say, if they are looking for surgery, add surgery as a negative keyword in the non-surgical treatments, because they're not going to show them non-surgery ones for specific events.
No, I see what you're saying now. So this is the opportunity to add keywords on a broad scale that could apply to a business, but still push them away if the search term gets specific enough that they should be going to the higher commercial intent campaigns, right?
Right. It's just a
so
way
it's
for
a
us
filtering
to
mechanism.
Yeah, it's like a filtering. Yeah, or like a railroad.
Yeah. And then we have our catch-all, and then if people search for something that's, triggers maybe a better, more applicable campaign, then we make sure that we push them over in that direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for this client, they need non-surgical and surgery treatments. Obviously, both are lucrative to them. And if someone's looking for back surgery, just because it's America and this is how capitalism works, they'll absolutely take someone who's looking for the surgery because it makes more money. But it's something that you can funnel the traffic one way or the other to see the correct ad and get to the correct page based on how they're searching and what you want them to see, whether it be surgery and non-surgery, or maybe there's a mistake in the industry that people think, oh, I have to have surgery for this, and no, you can actually not have surgery for that. So if you type in the word surgery, you'll actually see a different ad. Yeah, it's a way for us to kind of funnel.
Perpetuity. Do you keep this up forever, or are you doing this just to begin identifying search terms, negative keywords, and then you adjust later?
More often, it's set in stone. Just because it's not solely focused on lead generation. It's what type of client our client wants. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times if I change this up, I might generate the wrong lead for the wrong type of surgery. And then I'm having a disconnect between what the person thinks they're going to be talking about versus what my client generated lead for. So you use the rules of the client most often to say, if you have someone for this type of treatment, oh yeah, no, that's definitely a non-surgical treatment. We don't even do that surgery. Great. Well, if they type in the word surgery, we're just not going to show them an ad. But if they're looking for treatment, we'll show them a non-surgical ad. So it's a way for us to make sure that we're not just going to generate a bunch of phone calls that says, yes, do you do spinal stenosis surgery? No, we don't. Okay, sorry. And then this is a $12 click that we wasted.
Right.
That's it.
Well, this should be pseudo applicable to just about anybody with a multifaceted service offering that deals more with the avatar than they do with the offering. Mm-hmm. So with here, it's like anybody with back pain, really, and let's talk about all the delineations of how back pain can manifest itself. So I'm just trying to think about how you would apply this to other industries or other businesses, like tech support or IT services. I feel like it's like anybody with network infrastructure issues, and then they canvas that is based off of how they expect that user to engage.
Yeah, and we have a dog boarding place, and he only boards dogs, and he was starting to board cats recently because of the issues with COVID, and people just had to board their animals if they move or whatever it is, or they evacuate, whatever it is. And we actually had a cat campaign and a dog campaign, dog boarding, cat boarding, adding dog as a negative keyword to cat, adding cat as a negative keyword to dog. So in case someone's looking for, dog and cat boarding, they would see the dog one first because that's the type of lead that he wants to generate. So it depends on how they're searching and what you want them to see. But if they say, they're typing a specific keyword, and if they say, well, this is a qualifier, if they type this and this, they should see this ad. But if they type this and that, then they should see that ad over there. And it's a way for us to funnel two overlapping keywords, but being able to say these two overlapping keywords have two different ads. And depending upon what they're typing alongside of those keywords, they should see different ads. So it's a way for that to kind of match up that way.
It's a decision engine. I think you explained that really well. So if you want to use redundant keywords in multiple campaigns, you're just pushing the ad that they see based off of negative keywords. Yeah,
and because a lot of times what the issue that this is solving is people are going to say, well, I have dog grooming as one of my campaigns, but I see a bunch of people searching for like dog and cat. I do cat, but that's a whole different, I outsource that one. So that's actually a different location. So how do I send the page with that one? So it's a really a way for say, like, I have this one keyword, but I can do multiple things with it. And rather than going through and identifying every single type of exact match and phrase match keyword that needs to be added so that you can funnel everyone there, because phrase match and exact match gets pretty expensive cost per click. You can still use a broad match, but just set up your kind of filters that says, well, if they actually did type this word alongside of that keyword, send them this way.
That makes perfect sense. This is brilliant.
That's it. That's keyword sculpting.
And cool. So if you're watching, you have questions, drop them in the comments. You probably got it a lot faster than I did. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's be buddies.
Yeah, ring that bell.
Yeah, and we're going to see y'all tomorrow with another just droplet of genius.
Good stuff.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.